Today, I'm going to be searching a commercial fishing lake with an underwater drone. Now, as far as I can tell, this is the first time this has ever been done for entertainment purposes in the UK, and I am so excited about this. This place is called Wyreside Lakes, and it is full of some of the most special fish. There are some huge pike in here, some very, very big carp, and we're going to be trying to find those with this really cool underwater drone that I've recently got. Now, I have actually been out with this underwater drone before, and I managed to get some really, really cool footage at an old quarry. There was all sorts down there. There was aeroplanes, oil rigs. I even managed to catch a glimpse of some beautiful koi carp. But in here though, I've got absolutely no idea how this is going to go today. I'm imagining because this is a carp lake and it's not a quarry, it's going to be a little murkier, so it's going to be a little harder to see some fish. This is a bit of an experiment, to be honest. I don't know really at all how this is going to go or what it's actually going to look like down there, but whether we see some fish or not, it's going to be really cool to get an underwater perspective on a carp lake. Now, to keep this interesting, because again, it could be quite murky, I'm also going to mix in some fishing footage that I've captured from these places at this venue when I've been doing some pike fishing and when I've also come across some people carp fishing too. Whoa, it's big, it's big. Fish, there we go. That's a really big fish. Here it is, the 5-fish V Evo. Got a towel just to dry it off afterwards. Look at that. Very, very excited to get this in the water. Right, here we go. We're in the water. Let's go and see what we can find. More big boulders and stuff. At the moment, I'm just kind of cruising around hoping to stumble across something. I do have the better swims lined up for later in the day. This is mostly a practice run. Are we gonna come across any fish? I really hope so, or at least something. Some pretty cool features though. There's loads of underwater branches, and look at this rock. Don't want to get too close to it because that could be a bit of a nightmare for the equipment, but it's really cool. Just no fish hiding in around them just yet. Well, unfortunately we didn't see any fish at that spot. It was a nice little warm-up though, and we got plenty more places to go. Whilst I'm lugging this drone around this lake and getting set up, it's about time you saw some fish, so I'll show you a few clips of some of the pike I've caught on these lakes. Then after that, we'll get straight back into the underwater filming, we'll launch it down here, and off we go, and hopefully we'll see something. Fish, 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 fish. What a hit that was. This feels a bit bigger. Again, not... Oh, that is a decent pike. What a hit that was. Get the net, get the net. What a pike. And he's in the net. Get in. Get in. Yes. So, we've seen how a big lure can catch a small fish. Now here we go with a bigger one. I'd say this is a double just about, maybe a little shy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Got a bit of weight, I can tell this has recently had a meal. Look at that for a fish. Off it goes. Fish. Oh, that didn't take long at all. Come on. Now I dare say this doesn't feel like a small one either. Oh, this is not a bad fish actually. That koi carp has been absolutely crunched. It's taken no time at all. Now this fish is looking a bit like it's going to jump. Let's get you in the net, mate. Come on. And we've got it, come on, yes! That's a decent fish. There we go. Look at that, first fish of the day. Still got that carp in its mouth there. What an absolute beast of a fish. There you go. Off back home, come on. Right, so I'm just getting ready to launch again. You can see the screen there. Drone down there. Let's rock and roll. So while we go off this time, exploring, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about some of the plans I've got for this channel soon, because I know it's been a while since I've touched base with you guys. So I know this isn't the clearest water here, but I've got some plans to take it to some really clear water places. Now that includes some mountain lakes, some more quarries. Hiking it up into the mountains is going to be a challenge, but I'm so excited about that. I am actually in the process of starting a fishing club, the Adventure Fishing Club for subscribers of the channel. I've already successfully acquired the fishing rights on 2 reservoirs and a stretch of canal. So I'm not going to give too much away right now, but that's something very exciting to keep an eye out for in the future. Now what is this we've got? This is one of the more exciting things we've stumbled across so far. Looks like perfect habitat for a fish to be swimming around somewhere. Right, I think we'll bring this in and have a little try somewhere else now. Look, you can probably see that over there. I can flick the lights on and off, 2 different brightnesses. Look, it can swivel around as well. How cool's that? Well, unfortunately I'm finding it just a little bit too difficult to really see far enough away to be able to search out any fish, and because this lake is so big, they're probably going to be quite spread out. Gonna go jump in the car, gonna try another lake. Hopefully the water's gonna be clearer and hopefully we're gonna see some fish there. While I do that, again, I'll show you some footage. This time I managed to stumble across somebody carp fishing just as they needed some help weighing the fish. So I'll show you those clips now and I'll catch you soon at another lake. It's a nice one. How long have you been out for?
Only got out this morning.
Yeah, 22 on the dot. So this is actually the biggest carp I've ever seen in person, and I've got the pleasure of being on cameraman duty for it. Look at that for a fish, 22 pound. Here we go, and there's another one to go at if this one's dirty too, but I know for a fact that there are some fish around this basin quite often because I've caught them here before. So my first impressions here are that this is possibly dirtier than the lake before, which isn't good. Still gonna have a good nosy around though, because pike like to lurk around in this corner. I think it's safe to say this one's a write-off, so off to the next. So I'm just getting all set up again for another dive on a new lake. It has been very challenging today. I have to say I did expect that though, with these being carp lakes. They're not known for being the clearest of water. However, I'm going to keep on trying. Just while I'm getting this set up and ready, again, I know you've not seen many fish, this is a fishing channel, so I will show you a few more pike fishing clips from this place here. And then after that, we'll have another dive and hopefully we'll see some fish. I don't know if you can see that, but I've just really quickly walked up to the swim and seen a pike just sat in the margins. I can ever so slowly back off and try and get this lure in front of it. Surprised I didn't spook that off then. I can't believe that. How can we catch it? That's the question. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Oh no, my line's wrapped around my lure. Why does it always have to happen at the worst possible time? It's seen it. It's got it. It's got it. It's got it, even though the line is wrapped around. That's not a bad fish, that. That's not a bad fish at all. I'm not sure it even knows it's hooked yet. We might just be able to quickly just nip that one in there. Whoa, it's got the full lure in its mouth. Got the full lure in its mouth. Come on, easy does it. And he's in, yes. Get in. So this is a pretty long fish actually. This is the third fish of the day for me. And by far the biggest so far. I mean, look at that for the length of that fish. Fish, oh, come on. Fish on. Oh, come on. Nice one, that's a nice one. That is not a bad fish at all. Come on. Oh, let's bully it out of there. Oh, that's a nice fish. Yeah. So it's taken its time today, but I've just caught this on the Rapala X-Rap Pito, 20 centimeters, mirror carp pattern. What else would I choose for a carp lake? Fish, fish, whoa, whoa, it's big, it's big. Oh, as if this has happened. That's a really big fish. Yes, I've got him. Whoa, whoa, hardly been fishing a minute. Whoa! So I've just caught this big pike on the Savage Gear, I think no Fox Rage Arctic Char. Not been fishing for long, and this fish has absolutely creamed it. Look at the size of that. Absolutely massive pike. That one's got me pretty bad too, but it was worth it. What a fish. Driving this thing does make me very, very excited for all the clearer water plans. I've got the water in the mountain lakes I fish is just absolutely pristine. So make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that. Now that is a very, very big snag. Should definitely be some perch or something around here. I suppose we are in the middle of winter, so who knows where these fish are going to be, but that is a cool thing, isn't it? It is quite fascinating seeing this underwater world, even though it isn't exactly in crystal clear HD. Oops. Oh, should we try and grab that? We've got it. Hey! First thing I've successfully grabbed using this tool. I think any fish are going to see us far before we see them and probably be sent in the opposite direction. I got this underwater drone from a company called Mance Bright, who are the UK distributor for Fly Fish. If you feel like checking them out or maybe picking one up for yourself, then there'll be a link in the description below. So while the underwater filming side of things hasn't gone perfectly well, I'm happy I've come nonetheless, tried something risky. It's not quite paid off. I hope you've enjoyed watching it regardless though, and trust me, this has been a good practice session for some of the really exciting video plans I've got with this drone over the rest of the year. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you here for the next one, and I'll catch you down the road.